Hi everyone, my name is Junon. I have a health science background, and I'm the author of the book Truth and Empathy: How to Find Your Soulmate. And I'll put a link to the book below. This video is the MBTI personality type assessment of Brad Pitt. Again, when it comes to the 16 MBTI personality types, they can be grouped into four main ones. The first one are sensor judgers, the second sensor perceivers, the third intuitive thinkers, and the last one intuitive feelers. To me, Brad Pitt is a sensor perceiver, and I will explain why. Again, I have some notes here so I don't miss anything. Brad Pitt was born William Bradley Pitt on December the 18th, 1963. He is right now 57 years old. He has two younger siblings, Douglas Mitchell and Julie Neal. He studied journalism with a focus on advertising at the University of Missouri in 1982, and he dropped out 2 weeks before graduation and decided to go to Los Angeles to pursue an acting career. He has a strong interest in architecture and studied the subject with renowned architect Frank Gehry. He is an American actor and film producer, and he's been prolific. He is obviously an A-lister, but when I was going through the information about him, it's kind of impressive to look back as to what he has done. So, for example, he has earned a Golden Globe Award for Best Supporting Actor and an Academy Award nomination for 12 Monkeys in 1995. He received a Golden Globe Award and an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood in 2019. Other Academy Award nominations was for The Curious Case of Benjamin Button in 2008, also for Moneyball in 2011. He won an Academy Award for as a producer for The Departed in 2006 and 12 Years a Slave in 2013. He received an Academy Award nomination as a producer for The Tree of Life in 2011, Moneyball in 2011, and The Big Short in 2015. Brad Pitt has been involved in a number of well-known movies such as Thelma and Louise 1991, A River Runs Through It, Legends of the Fall, Into the Vampire 1994, Fight Club, Ocean's 11, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, World War Z. The list goes on. When it comes to his political leanings, he is a Democrat, so he supported John Kerry in 2004 and Barack Obama in 2008. In terms of his personal life, he married Jennifer Aniston in 2000 and were divorced in 2005. He married Angelina Jolie in 2014 and they divorced 5 years later in 2019. But the relationship itself lasted from 2005 to 2019, so they were together for about 14 years. He has 6 children, so 3 adopted, Maddox, Zara, and Pax, and 3 biological children with Angelina Jolie, Chalo, Knox, and Vivian. And Knox and Vivian are twins. His net worth now is $350 million. And obviously, Brad Pitt is known for being a very attractive male actor, and he was named Sexiest Man Alive at least twice, I think. So, this is someone who's been very successful in his career. Now, as I said before, I think that Brad Pitt is a sensor perceiver because these are the type of people who are willing to take risks. So 2 weeks before graduating from university, he decided to drop, out of school and go to Los Angeles. It's rare that you'll see a sensor judge do that because they'll probably want to have something secure, but he was not willing to even wait 2 weeks and finish his course load to get his university degree. And he obviously went to Los Angeles and had to do a number of menial jobs to get by until he was recognized as a A-lister. So it was a long way before he got to a point where he was very successful, but he didn't mind having to go through the grind. And what is interesting when it comes to center perceivers is that they're the type of people who throw themselves into any type of activity or even in terms of enterprise, and because they put so much time and energy and effort, they tend to be successful because they have the stamina to get to the finishing line. What comes across to people as discipline, but it's not that, because they tend to have a short attention span. If something is uninteresting, they will not pursue it. So when you look at the career of Brad Pitt, is that when he moved to Los Angeles, he took acting courses, and it was a while before he was able to be recognized as an A-lister, but he didn't mind doing the work. Another aspect of Brad Pitt's personality that points him to be a sensor perceiver has to do with the fact that he's a Democrat. And the Democratic Party is about embracing what is different, is about opening up borders. It has to do with actually celebrating what is foreign. Whereas if, let's say, you are Republican, it has to do with more of a conservative view, so closing on borders. And Brad Pitt supported same-sex marriage also points to the fact that he is someone who's the liberal type. So again, that goes in the same sort of line of thought of people who are sensor perceivers, because sensor perceivers are the entrepreneurs, the artists, the people who are the musicians, the people who are the creative type. And to be creative, you need to basically think outside the box and be open to what is new and what is different. So that is not surprising that he would support same-sex marriage and also wanting, children to be as diverse as possible. And also, when it comes to whether he is a masculine or feminine energy, I would say that Brad Pitt comes across as more of a masculine energy. And I will explain my point of view here, is that yes, he has done a number of movies and he has a number of roles, but when you look at his private life, when you look at his energy compared to Angelina Jolie is more the type to be emotional. So she comes across as more of a feminine energy, and Brad Pitt more as a masculine energy. And even when you compare him to his first wife, Jennifer Aniston, the same thing is that there is a sense of being more maybe logical. He's not the type to cry easily. He doesn't come across as empathetic. It's not because he's a cold person, but masculine energy is more sort of reserved. And also the fact that he has a strong interest in architecture. And architecture, because this is something that he's been studying actually with even a renowned architect, is that it has to do with interest in buildings. And if, let's say, someone is the feminine type, they would be more interested in a field of study that has to do with human beings. But for him to be interested in structure, in how things are laid out and things are sorted, is that it points more to someone who's more left brain dominant than right brain dominant. The other point is that I would say that Brad Pitt, I would, think that he's probably an introvert. Not that he is necessarily the reclusive type, but what I've noticed when it comes to the masculine sense of perceiving is that it's who they support in terms of their political leanings. Is that you'll see that the ESTPs are the type to be voting for someone like Donald Trump, because ESTPs is all about business and what works in the here and now. So the fact that let's say someone like Donald Trump says things that are hurtful to others or lacks empathy doesn't bother an ESTP as much, whereas an ISTP tends to be more reflective. For all these reasons, I would say that Brad Pitt is probably an ISTP in terms of obviously being an actor, being a producer, someone who again embraces risks, who doesn't mind again leaving his program at the very last minute and say, no, it's okay if I don't get my degree, I still want to go and become an actor in Los Angeles. That is a typical move of someone who's a sensor perceiver. The fact also in terms of his marriage, the sensor perceivers might have issues when it comes to their relationships because it doesn't tend to be as stable. So when the fireworks wears out, that's when they tend to have issues in their relationship. So you will see sensor perceivers are most likely to have a number of partners, but also more likely maybe to get divorced because of the type of mate they are. They are the playmate type. So when things are no longer fun, they're most likely won't stick around. But also other aspect also you'll see with Brad Pitt, and we've not mentioned that, is that he has dealt with alcoholism, which is something that you also see in people who are more the creative type, because they tend to like things that are sort of intense. And when it comes to any type of drug, it is to get that intense sort of experience. So again, I would say for all these reasons, Brad Pitt is probably an ISTP. If you agree or disagree with this assessment, please comment below. If you enjoyed this video, please click on the like button, subscribe to my channel, and we will talk soon.